How can I be more disciplined? This is such a misunderstood question. And I know that because I have coaching clients coming to me all the time and asking me, how can I have more self-control? How can I be more disciplined? How can I stick to this huge list of habits that I have? And they're coming to me because they want me to hold them accountable. In other words, they want me to help them try harder. And I'm here to tell you now that being disciplined is not about trying harder. And I know that because I'm a person who other people around me look at like ridiculously disciplined. I wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning and I work on my projects every single day of the week. When I used to play professional poker player, I played for 12 hours per day for 7 years, like without taking breaks. I don't eat sugar, I don't eat fried foods, I don't drink, I am a very disciplined person. I meditated every day for 10 years. And I'm here to tell you that discipline does not come from trying harder. That's the biggest misunderstanding. Discipline does not come from a huge list of things to cross off every day. It doesn't. Discipline means self-control. And self-control is natural when you understand that there are two fuel sources at your disposal at all the times. And if you're disciplined, you're very good at tuning into when you should use each fuel source. Let me explain what I mean with a metaphor that really resonates with a lot of my coaching clients. So imagine that you're the captain of a ship, and your ship is a metaphor for your life and how you move forward. There are two ways to fuel your ship, right? You can either use the fuel in your engine, or you can use the fuel from the wind in your sails, right? So I call these two energies willpower, which is the engine, and passion power, which is the sails. And knowing when to use which is crucial to being disciplined. So, willpower is an energy you're using when you're going against how you're feeling. Meaning, I don't feel like going to the gym, but I use my willpower and I do it anyway. Willpower is a fantastic fuel source to have, but the issue is that you have a limited amount. Just like the gas tank in your engine, when you're out of gas, it stops. Meaning that you can only go against how you feel for a certain amount of time and then you run out of fuel. Make sense? The other source is passion power. That is the wind in your sails. And just like the wind, you have unlimited amount of passion power. But you can only sail with the wind, meaning you can only use passion power to fuel activities that you feel like doing. Now, here's the problem, that so many people think discipline is about using willpower all the time, and they come to me because they have run out of fuel in their gas tank. They have this impossible list of 20 habits they're trying to stick to, and they begin in the morning and they do them all day, and in the end of the day, they're out of willpower because they have been drained the whole day of willpower, and now they start to make shitty decisions. So what I'm teaching my coaching clients is not to use more willpower, it's actually to use less willpower and to move as many activities as possible from the passion power, from the willpower category into passion power. I'm telling my coaching clients that the best exercise routine is not the most effective one, it's the one that you enjoy the most, where it takes you no willpower to go and do that exercise. Like if you love to play tennis, congratulations. Like I love jiu-jitsu right now, so it's so easy for me to go to the gym. If I love tennis, I would play tennis. Now I love jiu-jitsu, so that's what I'm exercising. Is it the best kind of exercise? Probably not. But for me it is, because right now, that is where the wind is blowing. So, because I use the wind power, the passion power, to fuel my exercise, that takes no willpower, which means that I have willpower, gas in my engine, left for other activities. I have it left to when I need it. People who are disciplined are not people who use willpower all the time. They are people who are using little willpower. A crucial way to use less willpower is to control your environment. Because every time you see something, may it be chocolate in your fridge, or may it be maybe you don't have a porn filter on your computer, so you get a little bit tempted to watch pornography, even though that is like draining your energy. Or it might be that you have a TV console with a computer game that you know you shouldn't be playing, you should be working. It might be Netflix. Every time you see something like that in your environment, you start feeling like doing it, because that cue creates a craving, and now you have a response to start wanting it. So now, to control yourself to not do that activity, you have to use your willpower. Like, people are out of willpower because they use their willpower all day to resist cravings. What's the solution? Fix your environment. Like, install a porn filter if that's a problem you have. Don't have shitty foods at home. Create an identity, like I have done. Like, I don't eat fried foods, which means that I'm never tempted by fried foods because I don't eat them. It's not who I am. Find ways to use less willpower. And you want to sail as much as possible, like in your work life. One of the reasons I'm successful in my podcast, and me and Eric are doing, and that we have managed to do the podcast consistently for 3 years now, I think, is because we put so much focus on having fun. When I played poker, I had so much focus on making sure I thought the way I played was fun. Now when I'm creating videos for you, I make sure that I'm having fun in front of the camera. So sometimes I digress and I talk about silly things that doesn't make sense for you, maybe, unfortunately, like the rant I'm on right now. But if I enjoy it, then it's going to be more fun for me to be in front of the camera, and then I'm going to show up and do it next week. Like, this activity right now is fueled by passion power, so it doesn't drain me of energy. I get energy from doing this. I think you start to see my point. Fun should be one of your highest values, because the more of the stuff you do in a day that is fueled by having fun, the less willpower you're going to use. And discipline, you're not even going to ask yourself the question of how to be more disciplined, because discipline is who you are. It's natural for you. You're just sailing where you want to go. So take a pen and paper and write down all the activities that you do in your life, and then you rate them 1 to 10. How much fun do I find this activity? And then the ones that are high, of course, do more of that, and the ones that are low, remove them, outsource them, ignore them, do whatever it takes to get rid of them. And sometimes you have to do a little bit of boring stuff, and that's when you're gonna use your willpower. But it shouldn't be the primary engine in your life, because you are gonna burn out. You're gonna last for a couple of years, and then you're gonna burn out and be bored. I hope this makes sense. Like, don't overcomplicate discipline. If your routine feels like a burden, do less stuff. Do only the things that are fun for you, and do them really well, and be consistent with them. I'm a personal development coach, and I'm here to make your life miraculous. Like, I want you to have so much fun. I want to help you, like, find all the activities that you do and point out that here you're off, this you're doing well. I want to, like, get you moving to a point where your life feels like magic. And I'm going to do that on YouTube. You can find me on Instagram, TikTok, and in personal development coaching. If you want to get coached by me, go to whatsmissing.com and sign up, because I love working with clients one-on-one. And I'm here to take your entire life to the next level. Regardless if you join me in a one-on-one session or if I see you in the next video. But I want you to explode. I want you to stop being mediocre. You know, and I'm not saying that in a judgmental way. I'm just telling you, stop being okay with a life that is okay. Go for a life that is unbelievable. Because you're only here on this planet once. It's a miracle that you're even here. You're like 1 in a trillion sperms that made it. So why should you stop taking risks and not make the best out of this experience? When I played poker, the number one thing I did that made me successful was that I always looked for what is the absolute best way to play in each situation. I was never okay with being mediocre. Not because I can't or because there's something wrong with it. It's just not fun. I want to inject fun in your life. And we're gonna talk a lot more. So I see you in the next video.